fasting first few days seems very difficult, but with the passage of time, they kind of get adapt with it. And so people are very passionate in the first few days. But remember that Ramadan is not only for first few days. It's a complete month, and we need to strategize and plan it with wisdom. It's not like a sprint race in which you are very high for the first 10 days, and then generally you find that people get burned out from 10th to 20th of Ramadan. And then from 20th onwards, they kind of go and pick up the pace, which is actually good. So you build on gradually, you build on consistently, because the Messenger of Allah said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes that deed which is consistent. Islam always encouraged persistency over the quantity. So there's some sort of people who get very zealous and who kind of try to do everything, but eventually what matters more is consistency. And the last 10 nights are very, very important, because in the last 10 nights, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses us with a night that is called Laylatul Qadr. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Laylatul Qadr is better than thousands of months. It's mentioned in Surah Al-Qadr. And some of the Mufassirin, if you calculate, they've calculated it, it's over like 83 years of worship. One night, one opportunity, and you get the reward of 83 years of worship. Now, some of the Mufassirin says that some of the people came to the Messenger of Allah and they said that, Ya Rasulullah, the previous nations had a lot of age. So they were living, like we get to know from the story of Nuh alayhi salam, that Nuh alayhi salam propagated for 950 years. And so the companions, they were quite worried that, how can we compete those people who have lived so much in good deeds? They will obviously bypass us. They are obviously going to get more reward and a high level in paradise with a lot of rewards. And so some of the Mufassirin, although you can argue with the authenticity of this, they said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed Laylatul Qadr as one opportunity for people that, they can somehow compensate with the short life that they have. And we get to know from another hadith that one of the companion of the Messenger of Allah, he saw a dream. And he saw a dream about two people. One of them got martyred and one of them was still living. Okay. And the one who got martyred, actually is supposed to go on a high level of paradise. But he saw the other way around. He saw that the one who is living is actually on a high level of paradise, on a high level of ranking. And so he came to the Messenger of Allah inquiring that, O Messenger of Allah, this is the dream that I've seen. Let me know that why did I see this? So the Messenger of Allah replied that the one who got martyred died. But the one who lived, didn't he witness the month of Ramadan? Didn't he get the chance to do a lot of worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And that is why he was ranked on the one that died as a martyr. Both of them had equal reward. Both of them went to paradise. But just because this guy who witnessed more Ramadan, who utilized them, in accounting you say that resource utilization. When you're given an opportunity, you utilize that opportunity to the maximum. So this companion was like that person who availed this opportunity to the maximum. And so what are the two things that we need to actually do in the month of Ramadan? The first is prioritizing your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the second is prioritizing your relationship with people. So they are the main two things. And these are the main teachings of Islam. That one, you have to focus on your relationship with Allah, which is by doing good deeds. Even smiling, being kind to others is a good deed. But your relation with Allah is actually the rituals, the foundations of Islam, which is Salah, it's Siyam, it's Zakah, it's Hajj. So what you need to do is you need to avail this opportunity by doing more and more Salah. You need to recite more. And Qur'an was revealed in this particular month. And every Ramadan, Angel Gabriel, he used to come to the Messenger of Allah and he would ask the Messenger of Allah to narrate the entire Quran. And during the last year of the Messenger of Allah, it was done twice. So what you need to do is you need to read the Quran, you need to listen to the Quran. And this is the month in which you are blessed to ask any dua and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to do it. And then you find different mosques all over the world with beautiful recitations of Quran. It's recommended, it's preferable for you to go and offer Taraweeh in a place which have one of the most melodious voices, in a place that upbrings or uplifts your spirituality. And these are some of the things that you need to do in Ramadan, that you need to act upon those things which bring you closer than Allah. And the last one is dua, that you can never undermine the importance and significance of dua. You actually need to do it. And the second is that you need to avail this opportunity of Ramadan by bridging your relationship with the other people. We have seen so many times that in this world that we live in, we kind of get in clash with many people. It's very difficult to survive within the people. And it also reminds us that the Messenger of Allah said that two kind of believers are there. One that lives in isolation and the other one that interacts with people. And the one that interacts with people is better than the one who is living in isolation. It's very easy for us to be at our homes, to be in our offices and not to interact with anyone. But the real strength of a person is when he interacts with one another, he sees the hardship of other person, he sees or hears the bitter comments of other person, and then he kind of witnesses the jealousy in everything which is not comfortable with, yet he forgives the other person.